Welcome everybody to both sides of the conversation. I'm John Henry, Executive Director. Today is Tuesday, so you know what that means. We're going to have another Hidden Gem show. You all know this is the most important show of the week for me. It's the most positive show of the week for me. With all that's going on in the community, it's always great, okay, to come here for a Hidden Gem segment. We have some phenomenal gems tonight, so we are excited about that. Before we get started, there's a lot going on. All right. People calling me, asking questions. Where you guys at? I looked last week. You're not on air. We had programming changes. So we're going to be doing our podcast twice a month. We'll be getting the dates out to the community as we revamp. And there's things we're trying to do, change with the times. It's a lot going on. But again, we're still here. Folks is calling me. We still on air. Okay. We just doing some things different. We're not doing shows every week. We're cutting back some of our show time to do more stuff in the community. And we're doing some things to reorganize the organization so that we can be more impactful and we could be more attentive to the community needs. So be patient, community. I know it's confusing. Folks are like, are y'all on? Are y'all off? And we're going to be working on getting more better promotion out to the community when we're going live, a little bit more heads up and updates for community. But we are here. We ain't going anywhere. Okay. BSOTC is a part of the community. We're part of the movement, the motion that is happening. And we excited. But before we get started, there's a lot going on. As y'all see, it's me tonight, Brother Mark. All right, community, I need y'all to keep him and his family in prayers. A lot of our folks that are in Houston are suffering right now from this storm. The flooding is out of control in Houston. I've been reaching out to a lot of family and friends. Folks have been out of power for days. So again, continue to uplift Brother Mark. The voice ain't here, Brother Mark. I know if you listening, brother, we just want to tell you that we with you and reach out. You know, I got so many folks down there in Houston right now that's being impacted by this storm. It is tragic, tragic, tragic. So many families are just struggling. They already got hit a couple of weeks from another storm. The weather is getting tremendous down there, okay? It's just happening. We've had our share of heat waves here. We headed into another heat wave tomorrow. I don't know about y'all, but it's been cooking around the Bay Area, okay? Folks are like melting out there. I don't know. I see people shoes sticking to the concrete. Ice cream parlors are full. Everybody's out having a good time. I don't know. It's been great. But it has been unbearable for some of the elders. Some of the folks in the community have been complaining like we need some cooler air. I know parts of the North Bay, up north, Sacramento, and further up north, folks have been seeing 115, 18, even in some spots 120 degrees. So it's been cooking, and folks are out there trying to stay cool and trying to stay warm. There is a number of things that I got to get through. We've been off the air. See, this is the problem with us changing this schedule. So much stuff that we got to catch up and bring everybody up to speed because we've been off the air so long. It's been a challenging week. You know, we're going to go ahead and be laying Brother Rob to rest this Friday in San Francisco. Again, we continue to tackle this gun violence issue in our community. You all know we have a problem not only in America, but here in the Bay Area in San Francisco. When we talk about gun violence and how gun violence impact our community, it is tremendous. So many lives are being impacted, and we got to come up with solutions. I don't know, okay? As all these people say they do violence prevention, I just don't see a lot of violence prevention happening in our community. I do see violence reaction after people are laid out in the streets. Folks come out the woodworks like roaches. Hey, man, what's going on? We need some violence prevention, and I don't know. What is it going to take? Again, the models, what folks are doing, unfortunately, just not working, and people get mad at me. They call me and yell at me. Yeah, you talking about my program? Listen, no offense to anybody, things are working. They working. When they're not, they're not. And we have to be open as a community to just say, hey, it's not working. Okay. I'm not stepping on nobody's job. If that's what you do, we got to get innovative. We got to get creative, not just in San Francisco, but across this country. Okay. We had over 100 plus shootings in Chicago this weekend. 19 homicides. I mean, this is crazy stuff. I mean, the level of lawlessness and what's going on in our communities is at an all-time high. I don't care what people say. It is not okay what's going on in our community. Somebody has to recognize we have a problem. We have a fundamental problem when it comes to the culture, the music, and the thought process of people in our community that's impacting and putting folks in violent and harmful situations. We got to talk about it as a community, as a culture. We have to figure out what are we going to do to impact each other, There's some work that needs to be done. There's some mental health support that's needed. We have some substance abuse issues that need to be addressed. We got some mama and daddy issues that also need to be addressed. But we'll talk about that at a later time. But I mean, it's going to be a heartfelt week. Here at both sides of the conversation. We also lost one of our volunteers who's been impactful not only to the platform, but giving back to the community, Brother Rodney Rice. So that's going to be another hard service that we have to deal with. But again, we're going to keep pushing and moving forward. And I also want to let community know Sister Io is doing well. We're looking forward to seeing her back co-hosting soon. I spoke with her today. I know folks been asking, where's Io at? Where's Io? She's coming back, community. Okay, I spoke with her today, and she'll be coming back again. She's been dealing with loss, even some more tragic stuff, as again, certain folks in the community, we all connected and know each other. So every time there's a loss, it just kind of sets us back. And I told you guys, every time these gun violence situations happens, it triggers me. It brings me back to some of the family members I've lost to violence. And this cycle continues. And we have work to do. We have responsibility to do. There's a lot of conversations and things going on after the death of Rob. Folks are upset. Folks are like filling out legal allegations against some of the folks who had the event. And I'm just say this, I don't know who's right, wrong, or whatever, but we got to make sure that when we're bringing people together that we do have coverage, we do have security, and we do have the appropriate people to man these events. And it's unfortunate, because these events are peaceful events. They are supposed to be events to bring our community together, and sometimes we get folks who are not about peace, who are not really about community, who come to these events and actually cause harm and cause problems for folks who are just coming out to have a good time. And again, these type of situations can happen at any event. And, it's unfortunate because when legal action is taken, it impacts the community. And, my condolences to the families, the kids. It's hard. But again, it's going to change the dynamics, how community organizations do events, how people do events. And some people say it's great. Some people say it's not. But again, there's a lot of people in the community trying to bring peace, trying to bring harmony to our community. And it's tragic when things happen that they impact the progress of us building unity and solidarity in our community. So again, to all of the families, whether they're here in the Bay Area, whether they're close to our organization, to all of the families who lost loved ones over the last couple of weeks, to violence, to substance abuse, to suicide. It's been a heavy month, okay? And I know we're in an election year. There's a lot going on. Folks are being impacted. And again, we have to do our part as community to support and uplift each other. For all of you just tuning in for the first time, this is Both Sides of the Conversation. This is our Tuesday Hidden Gem segment. Please follow us on all our social media handles at Both Sides of the Conversation. We're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're all over the place. Just check us out. See some of the work that we're doing. Again, we are revamping, reorganizing the work that we do in community so that we could be even more of a connector in the community. We are influence. They say we're not an influence. We influence, okay? I'm seeing people in the community. They're following. Hey, they follow. Keep up now. Hey, the bishop going to lay down and get some rest and think about some of the things that we're going to do to further impact the community. We'll do some things that's never been done. When we talk about innovation, when we talk about a new way to do things, follow us because we're going to be the trendsetters. Just believe me. We're the trendsetters, and you're going to see everybody following the trend because that's what we do. We set the trend and make stuff happen. Great, great impact. But again, to all of my folks in Houston, we love y'all. Keep your heads up. We're doing our part to support any way we can here at Both Sides of the Conversation. I know so many organizations and community folks are stressed, going through it. The economic crisis is starting to hit us here home and just across this country. More and more folks that I'm talking to are being impacted by the financial crisis that is hitting this country right now. So many folks are losing funding. A lot of businesses, a lot of philanthropists and foundations are holding back. Again, there's a lot of impact that's going to impact our communities. So these troubling months and times ahead, let's stick together. Let's find a way to continue to uplift and support community. And for those who have resources, access to resources, let's do our part to make sure that we get those resources to our community. Because as of right now, there's so much need tremendously in our community, especially with our young people. Before I get into the news and announcements, there's one final thing that I have to say. I'm hurt. I'm upset. I'm frustrated, It's a lot of things that I am. Okay, there's a growing trend, not only here in San Francisco and the Bay Area, but across this country, where our elders, seniors, are being attacked and robbed by people in our community. And I don't know if y'all all been paying attention to the news, but here in the Bay Area, there's been over 25 violent robberies against our elders in San Francisco. There's been a phenomenal amount of robberies. And when we say violent robberies, some of these videos that I'm seeing of young men, I don't know their age if they teenagers, but young men punching out elderly women and snatching their purse is unacceptable. Okay, I'm just gonna tell y'all, I'm not okay with it, and I'm not a person that promotes violence or anything like that. But these incidents that I've seen, okay, and they're all over social media here in the Bay Area, of elders being punched, hit in the face, knocked down, and robbed by young men. I don't know what they age. I'm just gonna say young men or men. It's terrible. Okay, when these folks are caught, I'm just gonna tell you, if I see you in the county, I have no sympathy for these folks who are committing these heinous crimes against our elders in our community. I mean, growing up in the community, there was hard times, there was things going, but there were certain rules we knew. We didn't mess with our seniors. Okay, and to see people taking advantage of elderly women and men of our community is not okay. I'm never going to stand for that. If y'all want to go rob a bank, you want to go do something like that, that's what you choose to do it. But when you think it's okay to rob seniors and physically punch and hurt them like what I've seen, I mean, this is vicious stuff. No matter what the race is, this is not okay. And we can't stand for that in our community. I'm not going to stand for it. Even these young folks who we work with who come to jail, I have no sympathy for young people who come in custody for these type of violent crimes against our elders. I'm just not with it, okay? So I'm very disheartened. I'm going to continue to do my part to continue to work with our young, high-risk youth. And I know a lot of these programs have been cut. There's a lot of funding cuts that's impacting some of the resources that's going to the community. But young people, young adults, and adults of our community, this is not the type of business we could be getting in or robbing our elders of the community, especially violently, like what I'm seeing on social media. This is crazy. So again, I don't stand for that. I'm not okay. That's cowardly. That's just not what we do in the community. If you feel that need to take, go in the bank. I mean, go where is security and things. If you want to be tough guy, don't do it to our seniors. So another conversation that we'll be having. Again, I'll be doing my work with my young people that I work with. Got to find another way. You can't be doing this to our elders. We cannot have our elders afraid to go to the grocery store, to the banks in our community, and young people preying upon them. I just cannot support that. And whatever they get coming to them, I don't feel bad. You can't do that to our seniors. So with that being said, we'll jump a couple of these news and announcements, get into some of the events, and get to tonight's Hidden Gems. With that being said, all my people in San Francisco, get ready, okay? There's about to be skyrocketing water and sewage costs, okay? The public utilities of San Francisco is looking at an 8% increase, tripling a 20-year cost. I mean, this is crazy, okay? And this is why I get frustrated with the PUC, all right? Because they could jack the price up, but when you look at what's been found in the audit report, mismanagement, folks abusing the money, doing shady stuff, right? And then the citizens of San Francisco have to cover this cost. Shame on the PUC. I think there's, other things that need to be done. I know the Board of Supervisors is doing an audit, but this is terrible. We already live in the highest costing city in America. And because folks think that they can misrepresent the community and they feel that they could just jack the rates up to get the money out of the people that live in San Francisco, is terrible. Okay, this is not okay, especially in these times right now when homeowner cost is out of the roof, rent is cost out of the roof, when folks are losing their job, when low income and elderly folks are already struggling to make it on their budgets, and to go up 8%, that is a lot. You're talking a big jump. We already just seen a big jump from PG&E. Again, when do we have the conversation with our elected officials? Because right now, I just feel like these utility companies are gouging the people of California, and now we have it here in San Francisco. This is terrible. Conversation that needs to be happening while we in this election year. This is the thing that we need to be talking about at these debates when we asking these questions about these candidates. Because again, the cost of living in San Francisco is going out the roof, and with these type of increases, this is going to put an impact, especially on folks who are low income, single families, and elders of our community. I mean, it's ridiculous. So we got to do something. I know there's infrastructure issues, but again, We got to do something. But the PUC has been facing a severe financial crisis. Again, more oversight is needed. We got to hold these folks that's in these departments accountable. We cannot no longer close our eyes to the misuse and abuse from our utility folks or these folks who hold city office. Just can't do it. Also, the Ninth Circuit in San Francisco gains more authority to clear homeless encampments. San Francisco has now increased legal authority to clear homeless encampments following the Ninth Circuit appeal decision to lift the court order restricting city action. So y'all know what that means. More and more homeless folks are going to be arrested, moved off our streets. We know these encampments are going up. We got to come up with a solution. Again, these are community-driven conversations that we got to figure out, talking with our elected officials. How do we figure out a way to deal with this homeless curve in our city? Because now that the Ninth Circuit lifted it, you know what that means. The police is going to be in action. They're going to be breaking up these encampments, these tent cities, and these folks are going to be getting arrested and fined. I can tell you it's going to happen. And folks say, oh, no, it's not going to happen like that. Well, what happened when you find somebody and give them a ticket and they can't afford the ticket and they don't show up to court? There's a warrant for their arrest. So they're going to get arrested one way or the other. They might directly arrest them when they tell them to move their tents. But when you find people and give them tickets that they need to pay and they don't show up to court, what happens? It's a warrant. So eventually they will be arrested. So we got to come up with some solution. I know housing and having housing space for folks is tough in the city, but we got to come up with a solution to bed and deal with some of these folks on top of the increase in the influx of folks who's being pushed in this city from immigrants and all the stuff that's going on. I mean, we got some conversations that just got to happen. It's not just impacting San Francisco. This is happening all over the state of California. Also, folks from Houston are reaching out about the disaster. One of the Houston residents who's 92 years old is feeling exhausted by the frequent natural disasters. And this is what I always tell people. You know, folks, John, y'all live in California. I pay all the tax. Y'all go down there. It is cheaper to live in different parts of the states in the United States. But again, this is some of the things that you deal with, storms and how stuff is. But our elders now are being impacted. Folks are they're getting tired. They're like, man, we keep having these storms. We can't make it through. These floods is out of control. What are we going to do when we talk about global warming? See, these are the political issues that we really got to talk about in this upcoming election. When folks are talking about removing the EPA, removing some of these regulations that impact these industries that cause harm to the ozone, cause harm to our environment, that cause these very disasters that folks are tired of. It's going to be an interesting political season. We got a lot of things to talk about, so we'll be talking about it and dealing with it. Also, last news that I want to talk about. Tragically today, 1-year-old toddler was killed, fell out the third floor of an apartment in the Mission District. Tragic news, okay? This is the fourth time in San Francisco and across the Bay Area, I think it's 4 or 5 other times, that toddlers have climbed out of their windows to their death, okay? So for me, this is where I'm going back to the planning department, back to the folks who build these apartments. We have to think about how we're building infrastructures. Okay, this cannot no longer happen. We have to think about it as parents. How are we securing our homes? What are we doing? Are we watching our children? How does a toddler climb out the third floor? Fall out of the third floor of their apartment complex. I just don't understand it. I get it. You can fall asleep, stuff can happen, but it's like, do we put the bed close to the window? Do our permits in construction departments increase the height of the windows so that windows are not at the bed level? But then some folks say, well, what if it's a fire? You got to climb up. I don't know. We got to come up with a solution. And I don't know what they're going to do at the building permit department in San Francisco. But again, this is where we as community have to put together coalitions, folks that can hold these folks in these departments accountable. There has to be new building guidelines. Hey, if you build a building that's 3-4 stories up, under these windows, there have to have some kind of safe landing. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I'm saying we have to come up with something. We cannot have young children falling 3 and 4 stories down to their death, and everybody just like, oh, it's an accident. No, it's not. We got to figure out something. Parents, watch your children. If you have beds close to windows that are above 2 stories, you got to come up with some kind of window protection, something. Maybe they have to put air conditioning in these buildings now and eliminate the windows. I don't know. It's a lot. It's just, I can't believe this keeps happening. It's just like folks, 2 young people were killed in a car, heat exhaustion. Like, It's 115 degrees this past weekend. How do you leave a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old in the car while you go shopping? I just don't get these people. They will leave the air conditioning running for their dog, but they'll leave a kid in the car. I just don't get this stuff. For me, it's tragic, it's sad. It hurts my feelings to know these are the people, these are the adults that we have in our community that will allow children to sit in a hot car and toddlers to climb around on the third floor of a building and fall out and kill themselves. Tragic information. My condolences to the family again. What do we do, community? We got to come together to talk about these issues. All right, with that being said, we're going to jump into the events. This is what's going on in the community. I don't know. We'll see. They always say as things go on, let's just find out what's going on. All right, join our dynamic team committed to building grassroots power leadership in multiracial, multi-generation, multilingual working class movement, explore positions. We're talking about some job openings. I don't know. Folks are talking about there's no jobs out there. There's nothing happening. Oh, okay, here's a job. They got some opportunities for you. Just Cause is hiring. If you would like a job, go check them out and see what's going on. Also, BHNC is hiring. Job opportunities available. Bernal Heights Neighborhood Center, they're hiring various positions. Their website information is on the screen. Please reach out to them. Find out. There's some opportunities. I know folks talking about there's no jobs. There's a few jobs for y'all right there. All right, join the Sunday Street in the Excelsior District on July 21st, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the corner of Mission and Teresa, Avalon and Geneva. Again, there's going to be free recreation, health resources, and things of that nature. Get out there and see what's going on. And I'm going to tell y'all, it's just me tonight. I'm speaking a lot, so I might have to slow down and catch my breath, okay? But we'll get through all of the events. All right, save the date. Sunnydale's annual community health fair is happening July 27, 12 to 4 at Hurst Park again. Great resource fair as we continue to tackle mental health, minority health this month. Get out there. Go. They're going to have blood pressure screenings. They're going to have all kind of folks out there doing stuff, all in the name of health. Go out there and get checked today. Also, Good Samaritans is hiring. I don't know. Maybe you're a good person. You got a good heart. You want to do something. Their Child Development Center director. They got associate teachers, lead teachers. Hey, you want to give back to the young people? There's an opportunity for you. Get out there and see what's going on. Be a good Samaritan. Also, 826 Valencia is seeking a culturally competent, student-centered leader for Buena Vista and Horseman K-8. Make a significant impact on student success. Hey, if that's you, you're the educator, you like kids, you want to give back. I hear these people, I want to give back. Bishop, where can I give back? Hey, here's an opportunity. Go out there and lead some young people. We need some young people that's doing amazing things in the future. Also, interested in fast-paced, well-compensated career, the 911 services is hiring. I don't know. Every time I call 911, I can't get nobody on the line. Hey, they trying to hire some people. If that's you think you got what it takes, you're a good typer, you're a good communicator, you can tell people and talk, find out where they at to get police to help support. 911 dispatchers is hiring. Go out there, check on them, see what's going on. Maybe that's you get a job there. Also, support families and seeking an early learning and inclusion manager. 5-year experience, strong ideal knowledge and experience as CEO. I don't know, y'all. There's some jobs out there. Y'all keep saying there's no jobs. I see a few jobs here, community. Get out there, clean up your resume, see what's going on. There's some opportunities out for community. Also, Homes for All California Job Alert. Apply now. Statewide director. They're looking to get some folks to come in there. You into homes? You want to talk about homes? This is a great opportunity. Go out there and be a part of it. Also, the California Latinos for Reproductive Justice is hiring. I don't know. There's some justice that's going to be needed after this November. Go out and do your part in the community, okay? All my Latinas, get out there. They got some opportunities. They're hiring. They want you to make a difference. Get out there and see what's going on. Also, are you passionate about empowering youth voices? Long Beach Leadership Institute is hiring program. All my folks in the SoCal, there's some opportunities. Go out there and support our young people. See, we support everybody in NoCal and SoCal. There's some opportunities out there. Look on the information on the screen. Check out. See if that's you. Maybe you qualify. You could be the next person to lead our young people. Also, the Community Foundation for Monterey is seeking full-time accountants. I don't know. You like money. Everybody's about the Benjamins. You know, you got it. You got it. Okay, there's an opportunity. Go down there and be an accountant down in the South Bay. All right, Excel Construction. Look for passionate senior project managers. Maybe this is you. You know how to organize stuff. You know how to lead people. There's some construction project management opportunities open. Check out the website, the information below. Also, Join B Magic Back to School Celebration Backpack Giveaway on August 3rd, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 1050 McAllister Street. Everybody in the field mode, come out and get a backpack. I don't want to hear about no kids with no backpack, no supply. Hey, Mo Magic is doing a thing. Everybody's going to get some backpacks and some stuff, cool stuff for the year. My brother, Uncle Stank, will make sure you guys have a great time out there. So please go check out the Mo Magic giveaway. All right, explore the Bayview Community Block Party with Sunday Streets on August 4th, 12 to 5. Enjoy 2 blocks of car-free fun on Galvez Avenue with activities for the whole family. Again, they're trying to bring these Sunday streets back. This was happening pretty well during the COVID. They're still trying to keep them running, and that's what's up. So get out there, have some fun. The streets will be closed down. Meet some people in the community. All my people at D10, get out and come hang with the people on a Sunday. Also, Mo Magic Back to School Celebration Backpack Giveaway is happening August 10th. It's going to be, this is actually supposed to be B Magic. I said Mo Magic. It's actually B Magic Backpack Giveaway Celebration. It's going to be August 10th for 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 155 Jennings Street. To all my D10 residents, get out there to 155 Jennings right behind West Point. And, go out there and get you a backpack for your kids. We don't want to hear about no kids not having a backpack this school year. Also, join the San Francisco Sunday Streets in the Mission for a car-free day of fun on August 25th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Valencia Street from the DuBose to 26. Enjoy dance, music, health resources, and more. Again, these Sunday Streets are happening all throughout the city of San Francisco. We'll keep you updated on all of the dates so that you could get out there and see what's going on. Also, experience the 4th annual Recovery Day at Bodega Park, 241 Eddy Street, September 6th, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Community Service Awards, food, resources. Shout out to NCLF. My brothers, all my brothers over there at NCLF, all of my brothers. Hey, it's going to be a great recovery day. Again, they've been doing this for amazing 4 years, and they're doing some great work. Also, Suicide Awareness Block Party is happening. Join the Miss Mackey Corner. All right, it's going to be at the Civic Center Plaza on September 7th, 1 to 5 p.m. Music by Tony, Lil Kayla. I don't know about Lil Kayla. Lil Kayla, where you at? Lil Kayla going to turn up for the city. All right, Suicide Awareness event. Very important stuff, okay? When we talk about suicide, this is a serious ongoing issue in the Black community. When we talk about the level of depression, anxiety, what's going on with our people and young people, suicide is very real. So again, thank you to Ms. Mackey and all the work that she's doing to make sure that she continue to uplift and raise the roof about suicide in our community. Young people are suffering, community, in these economic times, and with these current elections coming up, these conversations are going to be real. Also, explore car-free fun Western Edition Community Block Party. Join folks on Golden Gate Ave and Buchanan as they revamping the Buchanan Mall. My folks over there in the mall, the Buchanan Mall is getting revamped. So that's going to be happening September 22nd from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's for the whole family. Get out there and celebrate what's going on. Also, the Heart of the Richmond District Night Market is happening on August 20th. And July 20th, August 17th, and September 21st from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's 3 different nights. You don't want to miss. Get out there and see what's going on. It's going to be food, festivities for all of the folks. So please get out there and check out what's going on. Also, shout out to my guy, Raiden Ross, the Brown Bombers, 25 years of service, okay? Blessing the young people. If you don't know about the Brown Bombers, okay, they are a nice peewee organization league that supports young folks in football. They're going to be doing registration and cheerleading and starting a few months here. Go check out their website, all the information. If you have a young person who needs to be involved in athletics, or you have a young cheerleader, reach out to the Brown Bombers and see what's going on, see how you could get connected. Also, visit the Southeast Community Center Farmers Market Thursdays, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., now through October 31st. Fresh produce, baked goods, and community activities at 1550 Evans Street. And let me just tell y'all, because we know there's a food desert in D10. There's a food apartheid that we're dealing with in our city. But again, if you want some healthy organic food, go down to the Southeast Center and check out what they have going on. Also, join the SECC Hungry Cafe, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. for co-working, eatery, social space at the Southeast Center. They're trying to activate the Southeast Center with all kind of stuff going on. Go check out the Southeast Center website, see what's going on, because there's a lot of things that they're doing to help engage community. Also, UCSF, Community Counseling and Wellness Center, 12 weeks of free therapy for San Francisco residents over 18 facing barriers to care. Email the link below. Hey, listen, for all you folks that say you can't get a therapist, you can't get wellness support, okay? 12 weeks free. Utilize these services, okay? They got some phenomenal young doctors, mental health folks that are coming to the community to bring some healing to the people of San Francisco. Make sure you get some of this free information. Check out the emails and the details below. I'm looking forward to seeing you get well with me. I'm going to get a few weeks. All right. DKI Senior Home Repair Program is offering up to $50,000 forgivable loans to low to moderate income seniors and disabled homeowners in distressed San Francisco neighborhoods. Please check the link before. If you need to update your house, change the plumbing, maybe you need to get an ADA ramp, I don't know, you better reach out, okay? These programs are here to help modify your homes and utilize this money to upgrade what you have going on so that you can have a nice home to get around in. Also, the San Francisco Human Rights Commission holding their regularly bi-monthly meetings on the second and fourth Thursday of each month from 5 p.m. In San Francisco City's Hall, room 416. Also, they have a Zoom link that you can watch on Zoom. Check out what's going on. There's a lot of DKI talk. There's a lot of Human Rights Commission talk that's going on. You want to know what's going on? Check out the links and find out what's going on. Also, Fathers to Funders child support clinics every Tuesday and Wednesdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 232 6th Street in San Francisco. Get the guidance on child support, debt, license holds, custodies, and visitation rights. Again, to all of the brothers and sisters out there, if you're dealing with child support, your license suspended, I don't know, maybe they're garnishing your wages. You want to find out what's going on? Fathers to Funders is helping. Check out the number before. Call, make an appointment, find out what you can do. Don't just run from your responsibility. Stand like a man. Call Stan. I don't know what his name is. The number is below. All right. DKN Down Payment Assistance Loan Program offers up to $500K for down payment assistance for folks and $30,000 for closing costs for all the folks who are looking to be homeowners. Take advantage. Check out the links below. Reach out to the DKI's home assistant. Some of you might be qualified. You want to buy a house, this is an opportunity for you. Also, join the Father the Funders Regime Therapy Group every Tuesday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. It's food. I don't know. We're building more man groups across the city to help brothers out. You know, the ladies keep saying the Kings need some support groups. Hey, there's a couple. Father to Father. Go check them out every Tuesday, y'all. All right. Also, APR has hosted youth workshops, job referral, resume building skills, internship. See the link and information before. If that is you, if you have a young person who just graduated high school, maybe they're not going to college, they need to get a resume, they need to get some job skill information. APRI is doing it. Reach out to them. Brother Kurt, happy belated birthday to you too. All my API folks, we sending them over there. Help the young people out. Give them some resumes. All right. Fillmore Friday Night Market is happening every Friday, 4 to 9 on a ferry between Fillmore and Steiner. Live music, food. I don't know. I got to check this out. I went by there at 4 o'clock the other week. I got to talk to them and see what's going on. Is this still happening? Because I didn't see nobody dancing in the street. And maybe it was a bad week, but I don't know. I got to find out if the Friday Night Fillmore Market is happening. All right. Somebody reach out to me. Somebody get in the chat. Tell me if they still doing it, because I must have went on the weekend. It was closed. Also, vaccination sites are still open for the COVID-19 booster and monkeypox. The vaccination sites is open on selective days. The information is there on the screen. Please take advantage of it. I just want y'all to know they have a news story out right now in the Bay Area. They're seeing a 20% spike in COVID-19 cases. It is not going away. And some folks are predicting this winter it is going to get worse. So again, if you haven't been vaccinated, if you haven't did the things you need to do, go over there, try to get a test kit. I don't know. See what they got over there. Check them out. Also, visit the community living room for a free breakfast and grab-to-go lunch Monday through Friday at City Hall Hope Cafe. See information and details below. Also, visit the San Francisco Office of Financial Empowerment for free confidential one-on-one smart money coaching. Now, some of y'all need this smart money coaching, okay? Make sure you reach out to them. Set up an appointment. We got to get our finances in order, okay? We cannot have any more GoFundMes to bury our loved ones. Also, if you want to be a mentor in the San Francisco Unified School District, their Mentor for Success program. Sign up as a volunteer or individual group mentor district ride. They need some of the good brothers and sisters of the community. Our young people need help. You see what's going on with these schools. They don't want to sit down. They talk on their cell phones in class. They need some good guidance. They need some love. I need some of my community folks. Get out there and go be a mentor. Give them some of your time to help impact the youth in our school. Also, join our show to promote your business. If you want to come on this Hidden Gem segment, go on our website, sign up, promote your business, your nonprofit, whatever you got going on. Say, hey, both sides of the conversation. I need the community to know about what I'm doing. Okay, come on our Hidden Gem show. We'll hook you up, get your information out to the community, and make sure everyone knows who you are and how to connect and support you. Also, keep up with both sides of the conversation for our latest shows, community outreach. Follow us on all of our social media handles, and also sign up for our newsletter. I want to see more people reading this holiday season. We got some cool stuff going on with our newsletter. If you want to see where we will be at, what we're going to be doing, who we highlighting, who we promoting, check out our newsletter. Also, we're looking for volunteers. Come join. We need some folks who got some skill set. All you skill-driven people looking to give back, come holler at us. Check out our HR at BSOTC. Come volunteer. We got some work for you. You want to give back to the community. It is much needed right now. Also, we're looking for support. Yeah, we need some money. Community. Reach out and support some of our programming, okay? We need some support. We need some donors, some philanthropists in the community. We need some folks to help support some of the work you do. We do, because y'all know we always blessing the people in the community. We need some support. Please make a donation, support us, hit us on any one of our payment methods, or reach out to us and see what you can do to help support us, all right? So with that being said, that's all of our news and announcements, okay? Now it's time to get into our Hidden Gem. Our upcoming next show will be July 25th. That'll be a Thursday for our Educational Thursday. We're talking about financial legacies. Again, we're going to continue to do our part to uplift financial well-being, financial health, all of the great things about financial literacy to the community. So our next live podcast will be July 25th. And then we'll have our Sunday conversation, July 21st, about minority mental health. This is a very important conversation. I'm looking for a couple of more of my mental health folks that are out there doing mental health work. Yeah, all you people that's getting money saying, you're a therapist. I do mental health. I need y'all to come on with me with this conversation, because I got a lot of conversation and questions I need to ask, because so many folks are reaching out saying that there's no mental health support in our community, and folks are in dire need of mental health services. So we'll be talking about minority mental health, what's going on in our community, how we can break the stigma and get stuff done. With that being said, I think I made it through. Yeah, I got through this. All right, I made it, y'all. I can't say no more. Hey, with that being said, we'll get to our first Hidden Gem tonight. Let me get a little bit of water here. This young lady here, whew, she's doing some phenomenal things. And I think what she's doing can also tie into mental health. So pay attention, community. This young lady, Jocelyn Jasper, is in the East Bay, an East Bay native, passionate for building bridges in her community through paint events. As the founder of Custom Arts by Jay, she hosts paint nights and brings people together, promoting local businesses and fostering connections with like-minded individuals. Jocelyn's creative approach and community building helps cultivate a vibrant and supportive network in her local area. With that being said, community, we're going to bring up young Jocelyn. What's going on, Lady J?
Hi, how are you?
Welcome. Happy to have you here. You know, this segment is definitely always great to highlight the amazing businesses. And I think what you're doing is phenomenal, because when we think about the arts, we think about what's going on and how folks need to have some change. I think there's some healing through artwork. So talk to the community a little bit about your paint events and some of the things that you have going on.
Sure. So before I get started, I just want to say I'm sorry for the loss of Rob. I know that was a big hit to your community. And then also, the toddler that fell out of the window. I mean, I absolutely agree. I think the people building the buildings and parents, it's like, what's going on? It's very sad. It's super unfortunate. And my condolences, especially to your friend, that was a really hard hit. So, yeah. Well, thank you for the introduction. So again, my name is Jocelyn Jasper, and I reside out here in the Contra Costa community, but I am a paint night hostess. So I can host in any county, any city. I like to have fun. I have a lot of energy. I'm sure a lot of you guys have attended paint nights, especially the women. For myself, I started doing this almost 10 years ago. And it really started off as a side hustle. I do have 3 children. And just to piggyback on what you mentioned, I wish we had someone like yourself over here in my county where, you can provide these types of resources and things like that. So I really commend you for that. It's super admirable, especially for the youth, So again, I am a paint night hostess and I do private parties, but I also do public events as well. So I'm contracted with, for example, the Sun Valley Mall, different restaurants, wine bars, things like that. Now, there's a bigger purpose behind paint nights. You do not have to be an artist. I always get the same objection. Well, Jocelyn, I don't know how to paint. It's not about painting. It's about community. And I know that you've mentioned that so many times, and I'm in alignment with that because for those people who don't want to go outside because it is dangerous in some areas, almost all areas now, coming to a paint event is really cool because you meet certain connections. You can meet your next employer. You can meet your next business partner. You can meet anybody, your next best friend. And there have been so many different connections from men and women who attend the paint events. These events are just a vehicle to bring us together as a community, but also, like you mentioned, it can really connect to mental health. I actually get that a lot from the guys that join. Now, I'll be honest, most of them are dragged by their women and they're like, okay, let's just go ahead and get this over with. I'm not trying to be here anyways. However, at the end of the paint event, they always say, wow, that was really cool. It kind of took my mind off of things, listening to your instruction, doing this step by step. So paint events are definitely for men and women. And the main purpose is to build and socialize, get out the house, do something different, and unleash your unleash your creativity. One of the bigger purposes behind the paint events for me and my community, I'm from the Pittsburgh area. So majority of my venues are in Pittsburgh, Concord, Antioch, things like that. Now, we have a lot of, businesses that aren't doing so well. So what I'll do is I'll introduce myself to the owner and I'll just let them know like, hey, let me help you bring some traffic into this place. The food is great. We don't want to see you close down, so it's really to help bring them up because I'm a strong believer in entrepreneurs and I support any and every entrepreneur however I can. So if that means bringing large amounts of people to your business, and of course, with your great service and food or whatnot, they're going to be repeat customers and they're going to come back. So again, this is not just about painting. This is about building bridges between businesses and making connections and socializing, which is a huge part of mental health, especially after COVID. I'm sure we all have family down in Texas. The hurricane hit real hard and I've been sending out prayers left and right. I have a couple cousins and a friend down there too. And it's tragic. And we have a lot of things on our minds, right? Bills, kids, work, all of this, the lack of work, all of these things. So this is really just an outlet for you guys to get out and meet new people. Okay. Socialize, network, connect with each other, laugh, have fun. Let me instruct you. Let me host you. Let's laugh together. So that's just kind of the gist of what I do and the purpose behind it.
Man, it's a pretty cool thing. They always say like, painting, stroking your brushes is like it's like a therapy. But for folks who tuning in for the first time, maybe they haven't been to a paint event. I know that they're starting to get a little bit advanced, as I guess I'll use the word advanced, right? I was looking on the internet. They got, music playing, artists there. Like it's turned into a whole party now. So what type of paint nights are you throwing? Are they all like for the elders, the grandmothers, the families, or is this more the grown ladies night? Because I've seen some that's just like, are you just catered to whatever the clientele from the folks who are asking? Are you doing it like not only for the business, but do you like cater to folks who just doing private parties and stuff like that?
That's a really good question, John. So I can cater to anyone. A lot of people prefer private parties. I mainly do public events, and I bring music, and majority of time is R&B. Okay. However, it just depends on the crowd, what the demographic is, what the age group is. Usually these are older people, and don't get me wrong, like the parties are lit. They are so fun. I almost feel like I don't even really need to go out because almost every single weekend I'm throwing my own party and I'm meeting so many new people. But yes, I do music. And if it's a private party, you just send me your song list on like Apple Music or whatnot. I'll create for you. You ain't even got to worry about it. I also have a karaoke machine, which is so fun. So for those who are nervous to sing, I'm always the first to hit the stage. It's never a problem for me, but it is a lot of fun. Again, I do cater to the demographic, and I do ask people ahead of time, like, what type of music are you into? Let me create a playlist if it is a private party. But other than that, I can pretty much gauge my audience, and then I have playlists ready. But it's fun. It's lit. It really is.
Man, that's pretty cool. That's dope. I always think about it. I did like one paint night in my life. That's sad. I shouldn't even say that, but I did it one time. It's like all these ladies there. I'm like, oh, maybe you need to create like a co-ed paint night or something. I mean, I seen a couple of dudes like one time with their girl. I'm like sitting there. I'm doing, and the ladies like walking through. Yeah, put a little brown over there. You're doing good. I'm saying, lady, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, lady, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. But maybe we'll have to collaborate and have, since right now the hottest topic in America is relationships, maybe we could create a date night, paint night, a quick date night, paint night or something. I don't know. But I want to get more of the fellas involved with paint night. So I'm glad you're here because I think it is a great night for couples, people. I've seen some of your flyers and some of your posts of some of the events. And it's pretty cool. I think it's something to do, especially in the times that we are in right now with so much going on, to have small, intimate settings, to do something creative. I think it's fun. Now, do you have anybody that when they do it, are they like selling these paintings, or is it just all for fun?
People do a lot of different things with their paintings. Some people hang it up in the trash can. Some people give it to their grandmother. Some people hang it up in their own house. Some people keep coming back to get better because they feel like this is an art class. And I always tell them, like, if you feel like you're not doing good enough, it's because you're not drinking enough. But I did want to piggyback on what you mentioned about the guys. So I'd like Battle of the Gender paint nights. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not trying to stereotype guys, but normally guys are like, okay, come on, let's get this over with. I'm trying to watch the game, whatnot. At the end of the night, majority of the time, the guys do the best. And the reason is the guys, because they don't want to be there in the first place, they're just listening to every single thing I say. It's literally like starting off with a blank canvas. So everything that I tell them, they just do it exactly how I tell them to do it. Now, women, I know this is a controversial topic, but women, on the other hand, they don't listen. They're like, oh, I'm just going to put a little bit more strokes on.
Say it again. You love the spot. The women, they don't listen.
And I'm a woman, and I can take accountability for that because, we try to do a little extra, little extra stuff. And then next thing you know, they be like, dang, Jocelyn, I just messed up my painting. Can you come fix it? I'm like, yep, I'm on my way. I'm about to come over there and fix it because you was doing extra. And the guys, they just like, well, I just did what she told me to do. And then it came out exactly how it was supposed to come out. So yes, I have had Battle of the Genders, right? Where it was half men, half women. And at the end of the night, a fight almost broke out because the men did so good. I always take like a group photo of everybody lined up. So this one particular group a few years ago, I had everybody lined up on the stairs, and the wife, she just knew she was going to have the best painting. Her husband actually ended up having the best painting. Man, she was so mad. She knocked his painting all the way down the stairs because she was so mad that his came out so good. So yes, I want to get guys involved, and we can collab on what we're going to paint. I mean, we're in the Bay Area. Y'all want to do a sports team? What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to do the Bay Bridge? I do take suggestions, and I'll create it for you prior to having the paint party. I've had different themed paint parties. I've had an adult pajama jam, where I gave out a trophy to best painter, and then also a prize to the second best painter. I had a Golden Girls paint party where we came dressed as old women because I want to, and I'm grown. I can do whatever I want. This is my business. So if you guys have like ideas, just let me know. Like, we just trying to have fun, you guys. We want to have fun. We want to laugh. We want to be kids again. I think I'm going to have one coming up at Creation in Pittsburgh. It's a pretty large venue. This one is going to be like a throwback cartoon. So I'll do various throwback cartoons. You guys come in whatever cartoon shirt you have, hats, whatever you got going on. We just want to have fun. So yes, guys are welcome to answer your question.
See, now I didn't say all that. You said it. See, now I got people ready to throw rocks at my car when I drive by. See, they think I'm talking about the women. I didn't say anything, community. She said it. Women don't. See, you started something there. They see it. They already talking about. Don't be telling me that I didn't do anything. That's what you said. But I think those creative canvas is definitely a great thing. At wineries, I'm starting to see more and more folks doing that at wineries when they're doing wine tours. I think that's cool. But I mean, how do you come up with the concepts? That's the other thing I was trying to find out. Do you like pre-make your canvases and then folks have to like paint in them? Do they like create it from scratch? How do you do your paint nights?
Man, you are just full of great questions tonight, John. It depends. Some people, especially private parties, they'll say, hey, I want this pre-sketched. This is the idea of what I want. And then I'll give them some examples, and then I'll just pre-sketch them all by hand. Some people, like, for example, one of the Black-owned wine bars in Pittsburgh at the Marina, they prefer to do step-by-step instruction on a canvas. I'm just going to be completely transparent. It really depends on how much they drinking, because if they drinking, they not trying to do step by step. They like, let me just draw in the lines. So every party is different. It depends on the group of people and what they prefer. But I can, I've been doing this for so long, I can kind of gauge what places want what. For example, every quarter I do a large party at the Sun Valley Mall, and they prefer step-by-step instruction. Usually the wine bars, I have one coming up this Saturday at a new wine and beer bar over here in Clayton. They're going to be doing step-by-step instruction. People think it's hard, but it's not, because I am a great instructor and I paint with you step by step. I also paint the picture ahead of time and hang it up as a point of reference. I make everybody take a picture of it before we get started, and then I repaint with you, and then I come around to help as well. So, I'm just there. I'm a very present instructor, and I allow you to take your time. We take breaks. I allow time for touch-ups, things like that.
So what do you do for people like me that special need? I need the one that has the number, the color on the paint, so I can be like, number 5 goes here. You don't need. I need that kind of.
John, you're gonna need a little bit more help than that. What I would do for you, sir, is not only would I pre-draw it, but I would take the color that goes inside the line and I would put that color for you. Okay.
I definitely need that. Okay. I'm bad at following directions, but I can't follow the numbers. Okay. I see some of these pages that I'm like, okay, 1, 5, 3. Okay. Number 3 is blue. Number 2 is, I can get it like that. I'm pretty good like that. Okay. I can put stuff together. No, I'm just giving you a hard time because I know sometimes folks are like, hey, what do you do for folks who may have those challenges? I know you have different folks with different challenges. So I just wanted to see what did that look like. I'm one of those folks. Okay. I got the ADD, the ADHD, all the D's. Okay. So I might need that help. I just want to make sure that you have a way that you can connect and help those folks that need that support.
I do. I have I only know one person, and he's a guy, and he has come to majority of my paint parties. and I don't know what, it's like he just paints upside down. I'm like, damn, how did that get over there? You know what I mean? And so I spend extra time with him. You know, I try to put the color of the paint where it's supposed to go. And one day I just had to talk to him. I'm like, damn, you know, why do you keep coming? Like, I would love to see you, but what's going on? Like, and then as soon as he leaves, he puts the canvas in the trash can every single time. I'm like, what is the point of this? You know, you're going to have to stay for detention or something. It's been a few paint parties where I'm like, no, sit down. Let me show you how this works. So I was actually thinking about starting to make videos on my painting techniques prior to painters coming so that they can properly blend and things like that. But with this one particular painter, we just gonna call him your twin because that's how you're gonna be. I do have to spend a little bit more time. Sometimes he'll get detention, you know, he'll have to stay afterwards. But typically I'll sit him next to somebody who does well, and then they kind of feed off of each other, you know. But again, I do take that time to help. For sure.
So I know what I got to do. I just got to drink more and I'll be okay. I'll stay in the lines. Okay. That's all. But,
right.
But before we go, I know you got some other business adventures. If you want to talk about some of the things that you're doing to help folks in the real estate market, if you want to talk about it before we let you give any shots out and things of that nature, if you want to talk a little bit about that, I think that's important for folks to know, reach out to you as well.
Absolutely. And thanks so much for mentioning that, John. So I am now a realtor and I can help you buy a home anywhere in the Bay Area. One thing that I just posted today on my social media is that if you buy a home from me, you get one paint night free. And that's only up to 10 people. Okay. So think of this as a housewarming gift. All right. So what better way to celebrate your home purchase by throwing a paint event? I will personally come and host your paint event up to 10 people for free in your home. We can do potluck style. I'll bring my karaoke. It's a party. If you guys want to know more information in regards to my real estate ventures, you can definitely follow me on social media. Other than that, I just love people. And, you know, the last thing I like to say is none of this will be possible if I didn't have faith. You know, God is the one that really brought me through all of this. Because as you know, and you're a super busy, you know, person as well, you know, without God, we wouldn't be able to juggle all of this and have the talents and the connections and things like that. So definitely check me out. I'm so happy to be invited on this show, John. Thank you so much. I truly believe in your mission. And yeah, just keep going. You know, whatever way I can support, like I said, I'm definitely down to volunteer. I know you always need volunteers. Just give me a little bit of time ahead and I will mark it on my calendar and I'll be there.
Man, definitely. Thank you. And I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. We definitely should talk about maybe putting together a event for some of our both sides of the conversation community. I think that's just something that be nice and we can just figure it out for folks that's trying to connect with you. What do you have upcoming? If somebody's in the East Bay or somebody in the city that want to come out to one of your events, what do you have coming up? I know you mentioned one, but are you doing a monthly? Or are you doing it as noted through your social media? How can folks find out how to connect with one of your upcoming events?
Sure. So you can definitely follow me on social media. I do have one coming up this Saturday in Clayton, which is located in the Concord area. That's going to be an evening paint event. And then I have one coming up on Sunday, July 21st. That's at that wine bar at the marina I was telling you about. It's beautiful. It's on the water. It's so fun. They always have music. So either one you guys want to come to, you're definitely welcome. If you go on my social media, you'll find the Eventbrite link, which usually lists all of my upcoming paint events. I do this like 4 times a month. It's always going to be a paint night. Period. I'm never going to stop. It's always going to be a paint event. So pick whichever date you can. If you have any suggestions, let's roll with it. You know, like I said, we just out here trying to have fun. Or if you want a private party, let me know. Even if you don't have a venue to host, let me know as well. A lot of places are free to me because I am bringing traffic. So yeah, just hit me up, send me a message to social media, and I'm looking forward to it.
Man, that's cool. That's what's up. I'm gonna try to get to one of those to support you because everybody that come on this platform, we believe in supporting our Black and brown business. We don't just bring you on here and say, come on. We try to make sure that we're doing our part as we lead the community to invest and support our Black ecosystem. So definitely I'll try to pull up, if not this Saturday, one of these Saturdays, I'll check out the event list, so I come and support your event and try to bring a bunch of folks with me.
Thank you so much. And let me know ahead of time so I can draw it out for you, okay?
All right, definitely. Before we let you go, we got another hidden gem back there sitting. I don't know if she's ready, but she's about to get ready. But I want to give you an opportunity to give any shouts out to any folks that help you or you support. I don't want nobody saying that you came on both sides. You forgot about me. I helped you. You want to give any shout outs to folks who supported you through the journey. And then if you want to leave any parting words for the community.
Me give a shout out?
Yeah, who you want to give a shout out? Who helped you? If nobody helped you, I don't know. Maybe it's nobody.
John, you are such a good host. You are so thoughtful. Thank you for that. I definitely got to give a shout out to God because, like I said, I could not make it happen without him. And my kids. So you mentioned, jobs out here for the youth. This is a job for my kids. I literally created this not only to bring in extra income, but to create a job for them. They just helped me with a huge event on Saturday that was actually for a church. And it was so legit and they did such a great job and everybody there loved them. So I definitely want to shout out my kids. They out here hustling. They got a good work ethic. They getting paid and I'm making sure they working. So yeah, that's it. Thanks, John.
Man, that's what's up. Well, we thank you again. Check out all of her social media handles. Find out what's going on. If you have an idea of doing a sip and paint night, I know it's hot right now, but if you want to do something coming up, make sure you reach out to Jocelyn, get connected. Maybe you're in the process of trying to buy a house, you're looking for a realtor. Reach out to her as well as we continue to uplift the Black and brown businesses of our community. Again, thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate you. And if you have any flyers or anything updated coming up, please send it over to us so that we can help blast on our social media, get it out to the community to help uplift your business.
Absolutely. Will do. Right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, our next hidden gem. I don't know where she at. Miss Melody. I heard she's talking to a special San Franciscan over there. I don't know. I'm losing all my paperwork over here. We got to get this young lady up here. She's doing some amazing stuff in the community. I've been honored to meet her. I know that she is grinding for the people. I don't know where all my paperwork. I'm having a mess tonight. I don't know. I'm by myself tonight. All right. So our next hidden gem. She's from San Francisco. She's been in Atlanta. They call her all kind of things. Miss Melody. Oh, I see Danny Glover back there. Look at Big Daddy's in the building. Look at this. We got a special guest tonight. Dr. Melody Huff, what's going on, Queen? We're happy to have you here on both sides of the conversation. Like, look at Danny Glover. Hey, Daddy, you're going to make me famous tonight, brother.
Here, let me see. Wait, they can't hear you. You can't hear
them. I was saying, I was eating my lunch, and I had to check out the new, soul food place here.
Yeah, I see y'all over in the Fillmore at Mary Bell's. Just since we have you on here, Brother Glover, we want to give you a couple acknowledgement why the community is watching.
I didn't know I was gonna be on one time. I be on the show. I was just talking.
You on both sides of the conversation now. You can't run now. You've been a pillar of the community. You've been uplifting San Francisco.
We got to get a better show place than this. We were having a conversation. Yeah. I just digested my food, brother.
You see how Danny Glover do the bishop. Hey, brother. All I can say is I'm gonna just keep it short and say thank you. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just give you your flowers. No, I'm gonna give your flowers, Danny, and just say this. Thank you.
It's hard for me to hear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just want to say this, Brother Glover. Thank you for the work you do in our community. Oh, he can't hear me. Okay.
Let's see. Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear us now?
Nah, I can't hear all that.
I know you're not ready for no interview, but I just want to say this. While all of our community is watching, we want to thank you for your service, your advocacy, not only in the city of San Francisco, but what you stand for Black people across this country. And we just want to thank you for all you do, fighting for the heritage of Black folks in San Francisco, the Fillmore, across the city, supporting our mayor, doing all of the amazing stuff you do. So we just want to thank you and give you your flowers here on our Hidden Gem Show. I didn't know I was going to have Danny Glover on tonight.
The thing is that I love this city. I was born and raised here, and I still live in the city. I've lived in basically the same neighborhood since I was 11 years old, man. I'm 77. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? And
looking
so the butcher comes that I I've been in many places in this country and lived many places in this country and around the world. I've been many places, but I still choose San Francisco to be my home. You know, it's my dad came here and lived and found his with the post office. My mom, both of them were union involved in the union. All those things were tangible in my life and were important in my life. So we just started this conversation. I was eating some nice good food, soul food here. You know, you can't find no place of soul food.
exactly.
My oldest friend in life is, and my oldest friend has a place out in the southeast part, Two Jacks. Steve Perry is my oldest. That's my old what you call him. So we get it. We grew up in the projects together, with the 19th Street projects way back then. So we came through this, and he's still here, and he's like he's one of my best friends in life. You know.
We gotta
That's
support
beautiful.
London,
Huh?
We have to support London.
Yeah, we got to support London. That's a no-brainer. You know, I said whatever I can do, and be with her and help her on this quest that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? And when I've had this discussion with her, we're planning that we're planning stuff. I'm involved in it. You know, and we were saying there's a real moral issue here. You know, and just put it in Carlisle when he said that the hottest places in hell are reserved for those who in a moral crisis maintain their neutrality. There's no neutral place here.
Man, that's real, man. Well, thank you, brother. I know you wasn't expected to get interviewed tonight.
No, I wouldn't leave you out here.
Enjoy the good soul food over there at Mary Bill's. I know it's good. And you know, thank you again for all the work that you do. And we appreciate you, King.
Okay. All right.
All right, Dr. Huff, where you at, Dr. Huff? We got to get Dr. Huff on here.
Okay. Well, you know, I got your information and everything. Yeah. Okay. All right. You think you got to ride your car outside? Your car is outside?
Yeah, my car's right.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll see you later. Let me give you a hug.
Oh, look at this.
Got it.
This is a special hit.
Okay. Okay.
I got my show to Danny Glover. Look at this. Dr. Huff, you something else, sister. Take your time.
Let me get. I gotta give you He didn't drink. He didn't drink nothing. Okay. No. Okay. Thank you. He didn't drink nothing.
You
got it?
Tonight. You got Danny Glover on here. Okay, look at you. Right.
Okay, sorry about that. Well, I thought we couldn't miss out on that opportunity.
No, we definitely could, and we appreciate you, and we know that you are a connector of community, and I thank you. I know it's busy going on, and you got a lot going on, but we're happy that you are here. Want to talk about some of the amazing work you do. You know, like I said, to the community. You know, I've met you through a couple programs, seeing the work you do for community. When we talk about the housing crisis in this country, your ideals and some of the things that you're trying to bring back to help out community. Talk a little bit about your community housing agency and some of the things that you're doing to help impact the people of our community, not only in San Francisco, but across this country.
Well, something that I saw, you know, I went to Atlanta to go to school, born and raised in Fillmore, grew up in San Francisco, and I went to Atlanta to go to school. I came back. I went to Morris Brown College with Shaman Walton. We were at school at the same time. And when I would come back and forth and I noticed the change that was happening, I was part of the havoc. I was part of tearing this city up. I did that as a youngster and I repented for that, right? So now I'm coming back and I'm seeing a lot of the implications of that, the impact of the things that we did. But it wasn't totally our fault. And if you watch the movie Kill the Messenger, you know that there was a purposeful, from the redevelopment agency all the way to them funding the Nicaraguan war, how they have come and decimated our communities by dropping crack cocaine, heroin, and all these things into our communities. But what I also found is that we're not informed about resources. We're not informed. We're not involved. We're not active, and it's not because we don't want to be. And I hate that narrative that we're just sitting by the sidelines. I think that we don't have the information to do it. When I call people and tell them to go to the board meetings and go online, they actually go to the board meetings and go online. They just weren't informed. They didn't know. And I feel like people put things on the website and then they expect people to go to it every day and check on it. So what I learned was that we need to find a way to get information out to our communities. And I worked with he was an Apple developer. I was fortunate enough to get him. His name is John Weiss, and he's also the executive director for the Boom over in Bayview that helps young Black people with digital literacy. And we're building a platform called Links, Local Information Network and Knowledge System. And what this system is, we web scraped, which is a way that we can go to over 100 different agencies. We find out what resources that are available, and we have a text notification system where you text join to 1-888-49-change, 1-888-49-change, and or 492-4264, and it'll text you. You fill out a little bit of information, and we pair you with organizations. So if you said, you know how you everybody, what we found was homeless, housing insecure, they all have cell phones. Everybody has a cell phone. And so going online, you're not going to get the information that you need. But if you text and I send you over a list of things, housing, jobs, training, financial assistance, any kind of resource you can think about, community events, and then you put these preferences in, we have built a platform that will text you those notifications, and you can decide how often you want these notifications, and you will get real-time information, so you're not the last to know. I feel like the African Americans in this city, we were the last to know about everything. How come we didn't know about that lottery? How come we didn't know about that 350,000 that they were giving away for BMRs? Or how come we didn't know about, Section 8 applications going back? It's like we're the last to know. So this way, if you text, you'll be the first to know, because as soon as they change it on their page, we have a system that picks it up and it will text you that information. Section 8 is now accepting applications again, or Mrs. Johnson is giving away plates, or they're fixing bikes over in the Tenderloin for free. Whatever it is, those resources. And we also have small organizations that they can fill out a form too, and we can start pairing people up. So when Keish Cares or Both Sides of the Conversation or any other small organization, we can pair them up with people for the things that they chose their preferences for with this text system. And I just learned about an AI that we can put AI with it, and people can ask questions and know about shelters. We also have a 24-hour 1-800 line that if you got released from the hospital, released from prison, or accepting a domestic abuse, you can call this 1-800 number and get a voucher. That's on pause right now because there was a legal challenge for Prop 209. We received a grant to serve that population, and it was challenged, so they had to rescind that grant, so we have to reapply. So that was, and if you don't know what Prop 209 is, it just means that if you say Black or African American in a grant, then they can challenge it. So you have all these small groups that are around California that's calling themselves justice committees, civil rights, this, and they're actually supremacist groups, and they're forming these lawsuits against our community and against our organizations. And I've also learned I'm a part of the racial equity, California racial equity group, where they have over 100,000 attorneys. Change SF is also a legal link provider. So we have lawyers to help people with probate, to help people with eviction, to help people tenant rights. So we do a lot in the community. We're working now to be a HUD approved agency, counseling agency. Will be the only one in the Fillmore, but we'll be helping all of San Francisco. And we're also a EDC collaborator, so we help with eviction defense. So we're doing a lot. We're working. I met you at the cohort for Leadership Academy. And that's what I do. I'm a connector, like you said, trying to connect our people with information. So we have it, so we're informed, so that we can, you know, get to where we need to be and hold on to what we need.
Yeah, and I like what you're doing. I mean, I think this is phenomenal for our community. I know the hurdles of doing this work, so just want to congratulate you for that. You know, when we talk about this digital divide in the Black community, especially with our elders, you know, trying to come up with a way to fix that as the next generation, right? We got to figure it out, because I hear you when you say, hey, people are posting stuff on internet, but folks ain't getting out there. But again, this is why I tell Black folks we spend too much time on history and not enough on future. Because in the future, the way the technology is going is either you get in or you get left behind. This is why I'm a big proponent of, like, how do we move our community forward, right? And I'm glad that you all are bringing that digital literacy hub to some of the folks in the community. This is stuff I've been fighting for since day one, right? We got to get on the digital divide of which are we going to get left behind, our elders and everything. Yeah, because this is the way information is going. We don't have yellow pages no more. We don't have these things to do. So we got to figure out how do we uplift our community and make sure that folks are getting that type of resource and services. The other thing, I'm glad to hear that you try to do some kind of centralized communication. You know, one of the challenges that I've found, we've tried to, like, find a way, right? We got so many problems in our community with folks working in silos, folks not willing to share information. The hardest thing is there's all these different entities within our county that has access to CRM information. They don't want to share it, right? Yeah, you can go individually, but it's so hard to make that investment to get folks in there. So I'm glad that you all are tackling away. I threw out some ideas, and the cost to really succeed on that is very, very expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I'm glad that you guys are taking the lead and they believe in somebody. Because I'm telling you, I was sitting there fighting, said, hey.
So to build this platform is very expensive, but I've been self-funding it. Like I have a company called City School Gear, where we make apparel for school. So I do Letterman jackets and stuff like that. And then I also own property in Atlanta. So I use that funding, but I get small mini grants. I go to Learn and Earns, whatever I can do to make the money to pay for Azure, to pay for our databases, to continue, because as long as you're online in this cloud, that's a usage cost. And every time somebody calls that 1-800 number, that answering service, there's a cost for that. So yeah, it's hard to sustain, but I will fund it however we can. But we're doing outreach. Thank you to OFA and Dream Keepers for and JCYC for providing us with interns and them paying them this summer. If you have a young person next summer, make sure that you get them signed up, because that's a guaranteed job for them. And I also want to thank NCLF, because NCLF, Majid Crawford and Patricia O'Brien and all of them, Mary Rivers, they are awesome with helping us find funding in these small. Kim Crawford. So I got to be thankful to them and everything that they've done to support Change SF. And also to you, everything that you do in the community. I've been working with Attica, Bowden. I do a lot of consulting, whatever I can do. Gail at G's Freeze, I help however I can do to help people, help in the community, to get the information out. That's what we do. And it's been working. Honey Art Studio, Erica Scott. However we can get the community closer and closer together, especially my generation and our children, to know each other and to know how to come back and buy these buildings, because what goes up must come down. We're going to be in position. As long as we have the information, we'll be fine.
No, definitely. And then, like I said, we appreciate it. We support all of this work that you all are doing. And then the other thing is, like, the conversation. This is why I think it's so important that we got to have community conversations.
Yes.
Because when we dealing with our people, we know it's a struggle. It's tight, right? People, where they are. But what I'm finding, because I am seeing avenues of resources being dispersed to our community.
Yes.
And I'm just be honest, sometimes in our community, folks just feel like they're entitled, they're privileged, they don't have to stand in line, they don't want to wait. How do we change this mindset in our community? Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of the resources in our community get utilized by other coaches, other folks, because we don't show up
Yes.
when we need to show. So how do we
Because
program?
we're not informed. That's what I told you. This system is set up. If they're not going to let us know when, when whatever system they have in the Asian community or in the Hispanic community is tight. So we need to do the same thing. So as soon as something becomes available, we're going to send it out. But organizations have to sign up so that we can send out those resources, and subscribers need to sign up. And that's what our outreach is about. So I'm glad to be on your program. I'm glad that you are able to, have these kind of conversations so that people can be informed. But you got to stomp the ground, do street promotions like I did back in the 90s for everybody else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get out there and get people to sign up. And we have to change our mindset. 2 books I want to recommend before I do go is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and The Richest Man in Babylon by Joseph Murphy, or In the Power of the Subconscious Mind. We have to change the way we think. We have to change our mentality. We have to believe that we can and know that we can, and then be resourceful and be proactive, like you said. I'm tired of being reactive. I'm tired of hearing about something on the news, or why did this happen and why did that happen. This has been going on for too many decades for us not to already have some preventative measures in place, so they couldn't happen again. So I'm here to take my city back, to help whoever is ready. San Francisco Block and everybody else. Collective Impact, thank you, because they saved us recently over there with James. And it's hard trying to keep up these things. So
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I said. You got the secret sauce. I gotta definitely stay in contact and see how I go, because I'm gonna tell you right now, our people is terrible. Okay, I just gotta say they're terrible. Okay, I've put out so much stuff for the community. I'm talking about, you tell people you're giving them money and they don't show up. So I don't know. We definitely got some issues in our community that we gotta, and this is conversation. Not that it's all people.
Yeah. It's not all
large
people, and
number
we
of
have to stop putting ourselves in these boxes, because that's what they do, right? And sometimes we become more discriminatory against each other, against one another, than other people are. So one person or a few people doesn't count for everyone. And I think that we need to start knocking on doors, have a it's too many entities. We have so many different groups, and then we're just not working together. Right now, it's just information. I'm not a part of being a part of a clique, or who is the favorite or who is not. I'm just out here trying to do the work and make sure that our people have the information. I don't care what high school you went to or where you grew up. We need the information is yours. It's free information. It's a Google away. So let me Google it for you.
Man, there y'all have it. Dr. Huff here blowing up the spot. I'm right there with you. That's how I've been trying to do. And
I'm at Mini Bills. Make sure y'all come to Mini Bills and Fillmore and support our soul food restaurant. It's a beautiful location owned by Fernay McPherson. And she also is a city native. And I'm all about supporting Black-owned businesses. Please go see Gail Hart in Golden Gate Park. She has G's free. She's there from Thursdays to Sunday. And thank you, John Henry, for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
And that's what it's all about. Thank you for your dedication to the community and the work. I know we got a lot of work to do. I mean,
we do. Well, let's partner.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's collaborate
with folks. And again, just appreciate the work you're doing. It's going to take a lot. We got young people who need support, so it's great to see the work that you are providing for our young people. Mm-hmm. We got community issues. Right? I keep telling folks, one way we change those dynamics is, one, we got to hold ourselves accountable.
Yes.
We got to talk about the things that we're doing in community to impact us as well. And again, find a way that we can work in solidarity and uplift each other. And I keep telling folks, I was just telling somebody the other day, they're going to have a class to really teach people what collaboration looks like, what does working with each other really looks like. Because I think there's a lot of folks, we collaborate, we work with people, but they really don't. And those are some of the things that we need to change in our community. So thank you for being essential.
Thank you.
Making sure that folks are staying connected. It takes a lot.
Yes.
And again,
if there's anyone that's interested in learning about housing, learning on how to become a HUD counselor, please email me. I will share information I'm not a gatekeeper. Anybody that's interested in learning about eviction, tenants' rights, there's free training I can point you to. And if you're interested in any type of advocacy, proactive work in housing, please email me. There's a case we're working on now with Pinyin, the Chinatown projects. They're giving our African American tenants and Hispanic tenants a hard time. So we're getting ready to start a case over there. Also in the Sunset District. And we also were asked to be on the Ocean Beach Park committee because they want to make Ocean Beach more diverse, but there's a struggle because there are people who own property along that stretch who believe that they own the beach. So we're trying to bring more Black and brown people to the beach. So look forward to hearing more from us for that too.
There you go. All the people in the community, you heard it. Dr. Huff blowing up the spot. She's not a gatekeeper. All the gatekeepers out there. We're blowing the spot up on the gatekeepers. We need some new space for people to get through. All my people out there. This is what it's about. Folks standing up, staying energized. Don't be a gatekeeper. We blowing up the spot.
Yeah, forget gatekeeping.
Thank you for being here. Before we let you go, I want to give you an opportunity to give out any shout outs to any folks to help you support the way, and then any final words that you want to give to the community before we end tonight's segment.
Absolutely. I want to thank London Breed and Cheryl Davis, Dr. Davis, because, without Dream Keepers and without the funding, even though people feel like it's not being, disseminated equally or fairly, however they may think it, I don't know. I stay out of those street committees. But what I have found from my own personal experience is that it's there. You just have to apply and you have to be ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. As Sugar Free was said, make sure you are 501c3. Make sure that you're a Guide Star. Make sure that your paperwork is in order, and you can apply for those things. I got to thank Liz over there at Success Centers because that's where our office is upstairs. Loria Price, and make sure that I thank, Collective Impact again and all of my support system, Attica and Gail, and Lisa Wynn that's working hard over there with United in Love, Inc. Thank you, John Henry. We got a great Donna over at Cold Tenderloin, our collaborative group. And thank you to all my Fillmore brothers and sisters, my village that I love so much. Thank you, because they know what I used to do, and I'm glad that I was able to overcome that and become from a no high school diploma to a doctorate in education. That means that you can do anything.
Hey, I'm not gonna let you go, Goldie. I gotta call you Goldie before you get out. We're blowing up the spot. Goldie's in the building, community. There you have it. Hey, well, thank you for being here. We appreciate you, all the work you do.
It is me. It is.
Yeah. Make sure. We definitely need to stay in contact. And
okay.
Anything that we can do to support, uplift you, please let us know. Reach out to us, and we'll be connected with you soon. All right, there y'all have it, community. I don't know, community. We've been blessed tonight. I didn't know. We had Danny Glover on. We had the Dr. Huff here. We had Jocelyn, the paint maker. I don't know. I'm just like, hey. This is our first Hidden Gem segment of the new month, of the new operations of both sides of the conversation. We had a little programming changes. Some folks are still trying to figure out, we're here. There's a lot of work getting done. I know y'all like, where's Brother Mark? Hey, y'all make sure y'all keep Brother Mark in y'all prayers. To all of the folks down there in Houston as they are dealing with the storm. These floods are causing havoc, okay, down in the Houston area. A lot of my folks, I'm still keeping in contact. Y'all make sure y'all uplift Mark and all of our folks down there in Houston. Now they're going through this storm. They out of power. They out of resources. Make sure you do your part to help and support the folks down there in Houston as these storms are rolling through. And to all of the folks out here, we've been dealing with the heat wave. They said we got a second heat wave coming in starting tomorrow for some of the folks in the East Bay, the North Bay. Please make sure you're staying hydrated. Please make sure you get the pets inside and stay cool. There's a number of cities and counties who are putting up their high heat wave alert and letting folks know to be ready. It's going to be another hot couple of weeks. Again, this global warming issue that we continue to talk about, it is happening, community. You see the temperatures. You see the 105, the 106, the 110. I think they broke a record in Vegas. I think they said it was 121 in Vegas. All right, something's going on with Mother Nature. We got heat waves over here all across the country. We got storms flooding the south. We got tornadoes. We got some places up north where it's snow. I don't know. Maybe Mother Nature is trying to tell the folks in this world of ours that we got to chill out. We got to calm down. I don't know what's going on, but we got to figure out how we're going to come together and figure out how to deal with this climate change that's impacting us all. So with that being said, even though Brother Mark is not here, even though Sister Ayo ain't here, hey, y'all, Sister Ayo will be back, but the bishop, y'all had a whole lot of me tonight. I hope tonight's show was very intriguing and interesting. We had two phenomenal gyms tonight that are doing some phenomenal things to impact the community. Maybe you're thinking of a party ideal or doing something that you want to do for someone. Reach out to Jocelyn, set up a paint night, go check out one of her events. Take your lady out. I'm pretty reasonable for paint night. Have some fun, have some drinks, and enjoy painting at Justin's studio. All right. Also, we had Dr. Huff here. We had Danny Glover. He stopped in. I didn't know. I thought we were about to have an action scene on a movie or something, but it's great to see Brother Glover in community. You know, that's what it said. No matter how big you are, a celebrity, he's still in the community with the people, and that is what's up. So, with that being said, community, I am the bishop. I must give the benediction tonight. I don't know. It's been a while. I got to see if I can get the let me drink a little water. I don't know if I'm ready for this benediction. This is the first one in a long time, but I will blow up the spot and give everybody the benediction of the day. Make sure y'all check us out. We got a survey going around on the computer on all of our social media handles. We like to hear from the community. If there's things you guys would like to see or change about the programming or what we're doing, I don't know. Just reach out, take the survey, tell us what you like, don't like. We're trying to make sure we listen to the community on how we impact as we're restructuring our organization to adjust for the community. There's a lot of things that we will be doing, we won't be doing. But to all of the people out there that love what we do and how we bring love to the community, continue to support us. Yes, those economic crises, those challenges, it impacts us as well. And again, we're just going to keep fighting through, pushing through. And again, we're looking for folks to support our basketball program for the new year. Wasn't funded. So all my basketball NBA players, all of the folks out there, we need some support. Support the brothers that's going back, working with these young people, okay? We work with a lot of young people who are impacted. We're trying to encourage more and more men in the community to come out and be a part of these processes. And I don't care what folks say. Folks always saying, oh, these men should come out and do it just because, yes, they could. And yes, they should. But we also want to make sure that these folks are incentivized. We pay a lot of money for consulting. Yes, the city and county of San Francisco, the city of Oakland, the city of Vallejo, the city of San Jose. We spend a lot of money on consultants to come up with plans and things to tell us how to do business. But the very folks who have to do that work, it's always an issue when it comes to pay. And we want to make sure that those folks who give up their time for community also gets compensated for the work. We want to make sure that the men who come out and run ball and hang out with these young people and mentor them, that they are compensated for their time. And again, we're looking for folks who want to sponsor or support our basketball program. We're looking for that support. We want to make sure that the brothers are supported. So with that being said, it is time for the bishop to give the benediction of the day. All right, community, you've been blessed. I know it's been a while since we've been on the airways. It's been a little quiet, some folks are saying. Well, where's both sides of the conversation at? We don't see it. We're still here. We just had a little programming change. But tonight, the best show of the week, the hidden gems, the gems that might be covered up by dirt, the gems that you might not see. They are there, uplifting, shining bright in our community. These two phenomenal gyms tonight are bringing something different, but they're bringing unity to our community. We started off with Jocelyn. She's doing paint night, sipping paint. She's bringing the creative of art and healing to the paintbrush. Get out there, see what's going on. You get out there and see what it's like to be a part of a paint night. Take your lady out, go out with some friends, have some fun, have some drinks, release the tension. I don't know. There's something when you stroke the brush that brings peace. It brings healing to you. I don't know. It's just therapy. We need therapy in our community. Whatever it is, you find a way. Maybe it's paint. Maybe it's the art of paint that brings relaxation. It brings calmness and peace to you as you stroke the paint on the canvas. I don't know. Reach out to the sister. She's a realtor also. If you're looking to buy a house, we're always trying to build the Black ecosystem. We need community to support our community. Spend your dollars with your people so that we can change the dynamics of our community. Yes, that's what we need to do. Then we had Dr. Huff. We had Danny Glover. I don't know. Surprise. I didn't know I was going to see Dr. Glover on here. He was here tonight. We had a sister who's talking about bringing community together, finding resources, finding opportunities to help impact the community. I think we're all in this fight to see change, to see better. It's a cost to see change and to see better. But sometimes the people who know that they're changing better, they're not so invested. Again, sometimes to be the influencer, you have to sit back and let the folks be influenced a different way. I don't know. All of our pathways will cross at some point. The ideals, the thought process that comes out on the table, sometimes it's displayed and it goes around in different places, but there's help. There's an opportunity. Dr. Huff is doing it. She's coming to take the community back. She's here to uplift the people. I don't know what's going to happen. What change is going to be made? We, as the people, have to do something. The things that's going on can't keep happening. We're looking for ideals. We're looking for people. It takes solidarity. It takes unity. We're trying to build a community, people. These hidden gems are doing their part to unite people, to unite cultures, to unite different ideals. That's what we are here about. Uplifting the people. I am the bishop. You will see me out in the community, uplifting the people. I will continue to be the influencer. I will be the wave changer. I will make motion in the ocean. I'm setting the precedents. Y'all might not like the way it comes out, but I'm telling you, it's some skills up here, okay? I'm bringing it back to the community. With that being said, this is our Hidden Gem segment, the very, very segment of the week that brings love. It brings harmony. It brings excitement to the entrepreneurs, to the people of the community that are doing positive things to impact. You should be excited every Hidden Gem segment because you get to see ideals, folks who are taking risks, doing the things that they need to do to pursue their happiness, their dreams of being an entrepreneur, being a community impactor. That's what this show is all about. So thank you, community, for tuning in, watching. Again, we will be getting out all of the upcoming shows out to the community so y'all know what days we on, what days we're not. We won't be doing every week, okay? 4 years, we went every week, 3 times a week. It's a lot. We're trying to do other things to impact community. There's a lot of needs out in the community that we'll be attending to. And again, we appreciate you all. Stay tuned. Follow us on our social media. Check out our newsletter so you can stay up to date to what's going on. For the folks on our Facebook or YouTube, hit the alert, subscribe button so you know what's going on when we're live, when we're in the community, doing stuff to impact. We'll be there. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in for this segment of our Hidden Gems. We'll be seeing you for our next Educational Thursday and Sunday conversation. I need some more people. I need my therapist. I need my mental health specialist. I need some of those folks at UCSF. Maybe we'll send them an email. We need them to come on about wellness. We need to have a conversation about minority mental health. It is very important as we end these health months that's coming up, as we transition into this fall, winter time that's coming up with the elections and everything's going on. Mental health is going to be a big, big priority in our community. With that being said, thank you. And condolences to all of the funeral folks who are losing folks, the funerals that's coming up. Condolences to the family. I'll be out in the community this week to lay Brother Rob to rest, and a lot of other folks in the community that I'll be supporting their services. Again, it is tragic, tragic times for community. This gun violence in our community is impacting not only me, but it's impacting everybody in our community. Young people of the community, do not rob our elders. It is a disgrace. Please, community, talk to your nephews, talk to your nieces, talk to the folks who are talking about doing wrong, especially when it comes to our elders. We have to do better. It is not okay to rob and be violent towards our elders of the community and to our community parents. Secure your windows. We don't need no more children falling from 2-3-story buildings. Pay attention to your young people. Move the bed away from the windows. Do something. And we have to talk policy-wise. What could we do to help stop these incidents happening in our community? 1 too many deaths to young people. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a great Hidden Gem show. Again, keep Brother Mark, the voice, in your prayers. Uplift Sister Ayo. We will be back. We'll see you on our next live broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in. The Bishop, I'm blowing up the spot.